Hey everyone, welcome back to Bird Talk with Terrence Mathis. I'm William Brandon. Please make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel Atlanta Sports Unlimited and turn on those notifications so you don't miss an episode. This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks, the simplest sports fantasy game on the market. You can pick from multiple sports platforms. And get this, sign up using the code ASU and Prize Picks will 100% match your initial offer. Download the app for free at the Google Play Store or the App Store. Well, like I mentioned a couple of episodes ago, it's like deja vu because here we are again, 4-4, just like we were last year, after losing 28-23 to the Tennessee Titans on the road, a team that started a rookie quarterback, and they played like a well-oiled machine, or at least that's what we made them look like. But we've got so much to cover today, so we can just get right to it. What do you want to start with first, T?
Let's get the Tennessee game out the way first. Let's get that out the way first. I was on here last week and checked it off. Win. You're gonna play a rookie quarterback against this defense?
Right.
I said that's a win. And I didn't guarantee it. I just said it's a win. But then after I said that, I said, be careful. Don't go in there expecting to win. I said, go in there and play football.
You did.
And we went in there not expecting to win. We expected to win the football game, but they was expecting to beat us and show, and for the rookie to have a good game, Will Levis. So here's the thing. Defense didn't play extremely well. They didn't. It happens to defenses every once in a while. That's why you have three phases of the game. Offense didn't play particularly well in the first half, and they did okay in the second half. Yeah, they had 3 consecutive drives for points, not touchdowns, points.
Right.
And then the third phase of the game, special teams, which let them down in the first half by catching those punts inside the 5-yard line, inside the 10-yard line, and giving the advantage to the defensive line, the defense of the Tennessee Titans. Now, also, first half, the offensive line didn't help us at all either. So
not at all.
It was one of those things that it was a team effort in that loss. Mm-hmm. And it was hard to watch, and I hated to see it for this team because I thought they were on their way to getting better, going into the second half of the season, really riding a good high and can chop up some wins whatsoever, and it just didn't happen.
Yeah, I did go to the game, as you know. Just did a quick turnaround, went up there and came back. Like to support the team, but right. I mean, when I go up there and those type of things transpire, it makes me second guess,
right.
My time and
right.
going up there. But
right.
Nevertheless, I expected us to win. Like you said, we were playing against a rookie. I thought we'd win. I literally had forgotten about D-Hop because he had not scored a touchdown this season. Right?
Wow.
He comes in and ends up getting 3 on us in one game.
Right.
That one play, and it looked like it was passing interference.
It was.
Him and AJ.
It was.
But my mind, because it happened the week before with Evans. I don't know if that one was necessarily passing interference, but it was a good move. And my thing is I feel like if you're getting burnt or if you got burnt, you're gonna have to go ahead. You can't like turn around and look for the flag.
Right.
Like, you need to do it back. Either pass and interfere, stop him from because there's no get back. And then yes, later on maybe they tried to give Terrell some more, but it doesn't matter. They already scored a touchdown off of that.
Right.
And then of course, Ritter.
Yeah.
I still have the guys back. I want him to play well, and then he made a costly fumble in the game.
Right.
So it brought up previous week. It's been 3 straight weeks with turnovers. So this is that was a big problem. I didn't realize they said it was a concussion in the stand. We didn't know anything about this concussion. I just know one of the Tennessee fans said Ritter's not in the game, and I looked like, what? Who's that? I'm like, oh man, Tyler Heineke's in. And then when he did come in, it seemed like the offense was clicking. And what I mean is just the simple plays. Like they would find the hole in the zone and turn around and he'd just make the simple pass. And we would just matriculate the ball up and down the field. I'm like, okay, this is unique. And then we would get there and we would get there and then not run the ball.
Well,
We've got a number 8 running back, and I
yeah,
don't know, man.
it was a confusing game, say the least. When it comes on air and said Ritter's been checked for a concussion, but he's been cleared and he's not out there. And you're going, okay, but then they're starting to have some success offensively. And now you get people saying Heineke is the guy. Heineke is the guy because he did this, he did this. Well, he did that because they made adjustments at halftime, and the offensive line knew they had to play better whatsoever, and they knew they had to call better plays, give them a chance to win. Whenever you're behind and you're catching up, when you bring your backup in, usually it's a good thing because you're playing from behind. So it's a sense of urgency. You're getting the ball out, you're trying to move, trying to score whatsoever, this and that. And you can see that in the second half. But in the first half, the way the plays were being called, it was methodical and it was predictable whatsoever. And everybody wasn't on the same page. It was no mesh, anything. And then Drake London goes out the game, and then the backups come in and play very, very well. It happens. That's what happens. And because they're excited, here's my chance to show that I should be playing more. So the
Right.
backups come in there and they come in there balling. But here's the thing, and we're gonna go forward. Here's the thing. We got it just been announced. The starting quarterback is Heineke for this week. And here's the thing. After the game, our head football coach said, no, it wasn't performance-based while we sat Ritter down. It was because he had concussions and we was trying to be on the safe side.
Right.
And then a couple of days later, it was asked about the quarterback situation. Well, we'll give you a decision on Wednesday. Have a decision made on Wednesday. Wednesday is here, and you go with Heineke, and then Heineke. Then you go say, well, there was many variables to this and variables to that. And wait a minute. You mean, did he lose his job because of performance? Or did he lose his job because he's not quite right? Mm-hmm. Or do you feel that he's a better quarterback than Ritter that's going to get the job done here in the near future? Right. So that's one of the things we want to know. And it's not, he doesn't have to tell us, but that's what we want to know. And the thing is you're going into a Minnesota game where they don't have a quarterback. They just got Josh Dobbs from Arizona. So here again, we're playing against a guy that has a lot of snaps in the NFL, but he's played well for the Cardinals this year. It's not going to be a cakewalk. That defense is pretty doggone good. That defensive front for the Vikings is pretty doggone good. Now, we changed quarterbacks, and there's 50-50 across the board of, oh man, yes, that's a good change. That's not a good change whatsoever. Okay. Here's the thing. Offensive line didn't play well. First half, receivers didn't play extremely well. They didn't get open as much as it like. They seemed off page, off kilter whatsoever. So with quarterbacks not playing well, you bench the quarterback. So who benches the play caller? That's when the plays are not working and you're not making adjustment, who benches that guy?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So these players are scapegoats through the system that it is of whatever plays are called or whatever things are being called. And if it's not executed to the highest, and there has to be somebody's fault in that, and it's always the quarterback's fault, because the quarterback and the head coach, I say it again, they're the only two people in the franchise that get wins and losses. So you ain't gonna bench the play caller, which is your head coach. So you're gonna bench the other guy.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing with this now. So I wouldn't say you're never gonna go back to Ritter, but you can't now, because you're saying, hey, this guy gives us a better chance to win football games. Mm-hmm. Now, if I hope it works out, I want it to work out. I'm not going to say hope. I want it to work out because this team, they got a bunch of good dudes whatsoever. They deserve to win football games. They deserve to win football games right now. They deserve to win football games. And if this is the quarterback that's going to give us the chance to win football games, okay, let's see.
Right.
Let's see. But are you going to put him in positions to be successful? Are you going to put every player on that offensive side of the ball in a position to be great? Or are you going to continue to play, I don't know football, I don't know what to call football, conservative football? Or are you going to play to win football games? Or are you going to play to try to keep it close in the fourth quarter and try to come back and win like we've done for almost pretty much 8 weeks this year? So what are we going to see different? We see a different quarterback. Now, what are we going to see different offensively that's going to help us be better on game day?
Well, that's right. Because I mean, I think I had texted that to you as well. That we changed the quarterback, but the play calling is still the same. We didn't make any changes
Right.
To advance the offense, so it still
Right.
kind of looks the same. I'll rewind for a second, like you were talking about when he spoke to the media. And that's the thing. Everybody has a job to do. The media has a job. They essentially, work for the public to get these answers. But he always has this attitude type of thing that I feel like is going to end up biting him in the butt. I don't know why he has a Belichick type attitude without the Belichick championship, so to speak. When people want to know those questions, because like you said, they said it wasn't they said that it was a concussion, but he was cleared, but it wasn't performance based. But we're gonna start Heineke on Wednesday. And they asked him, like you said, what's going to be the future? He left it open, like he don't really know. Right. He still doesn't know, and that's a shame. Like you got to have some type of idea, because if not, I think that seat's getting hot, and I feel like the seat's getting hot, and that is why he made this change sooner than he did last season. Last season, like I said, we were 4-4, same place in the hunt for the division. And we stuck with Mariota, maybe until it was too late. Who knows? But I feel like now he's starting. These thoughts are probably going through his head.
I hope the message is different to the players than he portrays to the media.
I hope so as well.
He's more direct to what we're doing and what we're trying to accomplish and where we're going. And I'm sure he is. Let me take that back. He is. He is. He's not going to give the media everything. He's not. He will even tell, coaches will even tell players, look, this is what we're doing. This is how we're doing it. I may tell the media something different, but this is who we are and this is what we're doing. And that's what a lot of coaches do. And I think this is what Arthur Smith is doing. Now, when you talk about the hot seat, I'm not saying, see, here's the thing. When we talk on this platform, don't take me. I don't know all the answers. I'm just giving you my opinion. Like you have an opinion, everybody has an opinion. I'm just trying to analyze the situation to give you a kind of insight of what possible may be going on or what possibly can happen, or these things. Like we always do. We sit around eating chicken wings. It's the same way we talk. Don't get offended if I say something that you don't like whatsoever, and don't attack me with something that you think I said wrong, because it's okay. If you do, it's okay, because I'm not an expert. I'm just a guy that have done it for a long time and feel that I can see things, and I'm just trying to give you something that when you go on the internet and go through ESPN and all these other things and you hearing the same things, everybody saying the same things, I'm trying to give you something different of a player perspective from this thing, a coach's perspective from this thing whatsoever, so you can understand what the mindset or what may have happened. Now, you talked about hot seat.
And I want to say one thing, and you're not coming from a negative space. You want us to win.
No,
you want the Falcons to win. You know what I'm saying?
I want us to win.
Exactly.
It's not a negative
so this
space
is
at
where
all.
it comes. Exactly. And people get it misconstrued. We want the Falcons to win every game. Okay.
Well, here's the thing. When I attack something, I'm not attacking the person.
Right.
I'm attacking the problem that's causing this team not to excel. So I'm attacking a problem that I think that can be fixed that helps this team win football games. Now, let's go back to the scapegoat situation. We don't know, but that decision was made after the two guys in Vegas got axed.
Yeah, yes. Halloween night, yes.
So don't think coaches around the league haven't seen that and go, oh my goodness, it's already happening after 8 weeks. Hey, we better get on the ball. We better get ready to. And here's the thing. Even I would think this way as a GM or coach whatsoever. Man, maybe we should have did things differently before the trade deadline.
Right.
Do you see what I'm saying? So it's all this stuff goes through people's mind because we talk about it. You talk about it. Everybody talk about it. Social media wise, everybody talk about it. So it's a thought. So if we're thinking about it, don't think they're not thinking about it also, or it hasn't been a thought for them also. So we're not saying anything that they probably haven't thought about or out loud or even in private. So here's the thing: we're just speculating right now. We're speculating. So hot seat. Here's the thing. What bothers me when you hear things like, well, give it time, give it a chance, give them some time. Wait a minute. 2-3 years ago, I've heard on we have a salary cap problem. When we fix our salary cap, we're going to be better. When we get more money, we're going to be better. This and that. Here it is, year 3. We had more money. Are we better than what we were last year or the year before?
Apparently not.
Our roster
Right.
much better than the top 10 teams in the league right now, or the top 5 teams in the league right now? Do we, on paper, do we match up roster-wise or even on the field? Roster-wise with this team, because we had a whole lot of money to spend. So the more money you have to spend, that equates to success? No, it does not. It does not, because the players play, the money don't play. The money don't put on cleats and go out there and play. The players do. So the players you bring in. So stop it. Stop it right now. Here's the thing. If you're not trying to win now, why are you in this business? Why are you in this business? Here's the thing. But this is how billionaires think. Billionaires want to win, but they want to protect their assets too. Mm-hmm. So you won't trade, you won't give up a second round pick for a guy that can help you right away. You won't do those things. But you rather finish in the top 10 or 12 and draft in the top 10 or 12, and now you're going to draft, if you don't get better, now you're drafting 4 guys in the top 10 that you're going to have to pay consecutively each year, which is going to put you in salary cap hell in the next 3 to 5 years anyway. Mm-hmm. So you're already looking to the future and not playing for today. Play for today, because the future, your job is not guaranteed next year.
Right.
So I'm trying to win that. I'm talking from the president, vice president, to the owner, to the GM, to player personnel directors, to the head coach, to the assistant coaches, players, whatsoever. If you're not trying to win now, why are you in this business? Why? And that's all the fans are asking. That's all we're asking. We just want to win now. And that's why people throw out, we should do this, we should do this, we should do this. Does it make sense? Most of it does. But that's what the fans want. They want to win now. You told us once we get some money, we're going to be better. And we're sitting here the same place we were a year ago and the year prior. How are we getting better? And then you try to compare, the quarterbacks in their first 20-something odd games or whatsoever, this was this, this was this, this was this. That's the past. Yeah. This is now. Stop comparing. That's what we do. We compare too much. And then we make it sound so good when we compare. Well, this guy. I ain't worried about this guy. I'm worried about my guy right now that's playing for me right now. How does he contribute to wins for this football team? Stop comparing people to other people. You got who you got. How do we make him play at a championship level? That's where it is, William. That's where it is right now.
Oh, I agree. And where a lot of the frustration that you're speaking about, it also came, like you said, from yesterday, from the trade deadline.
Yeah.
Now, I did hear reports that the Falcons did actually almost have a deal in place with Sweat, but Chicago, they're in a worse position, looking like it'll be a high two. They
Right.
offered their second, so that kind of went from under us. But Young was still out there. There was another
Mhm.
defensive line. There was other guys out there. And the only reason why I bring them up is because we lost Grady Jarrett for the year.
Right.
So we
Right.
assumed we might fill that hole. We've been waiting for another edge rusher
Right.
since we've been doing the show, I think. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it that causes you to scratch your head, and then so yes, everybody starts coming up with these. Well, maybe they're saving these picks to draft such and such QB. Like how much rope or how much time are we going to give? Because,
Right.
like you said, we want to win now.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you have PSL owners and corporate sponsors and stuff that own seats in these buildings.
Right.
If you
Mhm.
want the seats to be filled, you got to win.
Got
That's
to
just the
win.
bottom line.
Got to win.
You
Got to
got to
win.
win.
Got to win. And then, I get so frustrated because of the fact that I've been in that locker room. I've been in that locker room in this situation before, plenty times before, and I've seen quarterback changes like this, and I sat in locker rooms, and yeah, I'm gonna work to make him better, but then I scratch my head at the same time. It's like, what are we doing?
Right.
What are we trying to accomplish? What are we doing? So now we got to change. We got a whole new mindset. Now, you rallied around Ritter. Ritter's my guy. All the players. We trust Ritter. We love his composure. He doesn't change whatsoever. Now he sits down. Now you got to just almost turn your back on Ritter and go, hey, this is our guy now. I
Right.
trust him. I got his back, blah, blah, blah. But that's what you're supposed to do. But at the same time, you're flipping emotions. So, you know, how do I how do you they're professionals and
So
they're
let me
supposed to do their job, but they also human.
So you bring up a good point because you said you went through that. So in the '90s, before the Super Bowl year, y'all had back to back losing seasons. What kind of conversation? What would be going on in those said locker rooms? I mean, how do the guys feel when it feels like it's the same thing happening again?
Well, it's almost like it's like, oh my God, oh my God. Where are we going? We have Jeff George. Jeff George gets hurt. Bobby Abear comes in. Then we go to the playoffs, and then Bobby takes us to the playoffs, and all of a sudden Jeff comes back in for the playoff game. Now people are mixed. Like, wait a minute, this dude energized the city and energized his team. When Jeff
Right.
went down, he deserved to play starting the playoff game. We didn't play well in that playoff game whatsoever. Next year, Jeff was gone. So now we're going through a flux of who's going to be quarterback. We have Danny Cannell, we have all these guys that's coming in whatsoever, and we're trying to figure out who's going to be our quarterback whatsoever. And then you sit there and you got to understand, I can probably name 12 quarterbacks that I played with in the 13 years of my NFL career.
That's
And that's
unreal.
incredible. So it's
It is
unreal, man. So the players hurt more than anything else. It hurts the team camaraderie more than anything else. But what get that camaraderie right away? That dude got to step on the field and ball, and he has to ball, and he has to ball because now he has to earn the trust of the rest of the players. I mean, they trusted him in training camps whatsoever, but the
right.
lights are on, bullets are flying. We've seen him play at a high level when he was with the Washington Commanders. So I think he's going to do that again. And I think these guys are going to step up and play hard for him. But at the same time, we just want to, as I said last week, I just want to see consistent football for 4 quarters.
That's
Can
it.
I see? Okay, there's going to be a lapse in a series or two, and because they're professionals too. But we're so far into this thing that we should be better than where we are right now, especially offensively. And I'm sure the defense is going to fix their issues this week because of the championship pedigree they have on that coaching staff on that side of the ball. They're going to fix things. And some of the players they have on that side of the ball, they're going to fix things.
Yeah. As we were saying, the Falcons do take on the Vikings this year, but it looks like they said they're still going to start their rookie Jaron Hall. So
Mm-hmm.
Dobbs isn't going to get the start, But we said the same thing last week though about Malik Willis, and he never even
Mhm.
played a lick, and Levis
Mhm.
lit us up.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
hopefully not. I know it being a home game, Arthur Smith and whoever's at quarterback can expect to hear the fans if something
Yeah.
doesn't go right. I can tell
Well,
you that.
I'm gonna keep my mouth closed about the outcome of this game, but at the end of the day, this is a winnable game for this football team, and to get you back over 500.
Right.
And it's one of those games that I know it's still early in the year, but we're almost in the halfway point of the year. Here's the thing: this almost is a must-win football game for the Atlanta Falcon team, because you lose this one with your backup, there's going to be questions.
Big
It's going to be
question.
questions. And I'm not being negative. I'm just saying that, hey, but if you win this game,
It's
it
gonna be
propels you
questions.
forward. There's still going to be questions. Is he your guy for the rest of the year? So
Exactly.
at the end of the day, I expect us to win this football game. I expect us to come out with more energy offensively. I expect a better play from the quarterback position whatsoever. Um, and I expect the defense to fix the things that the big play ball that they've been giving up for the last 2 weeks. I'll expect them to fix that.
Mhm.
So I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be fine. I think, this week is one of those weeks that happens. It's the trade deadline, and then you change your quarterback and you come off a loss whatsoever. So everybody's tight. We're tight. Fans are tight. Coaches are tight. Players are tight. Ownership is tight. I think once we get past this week and we win, I think you start seeing things get better. I really do think that, and I really hope that for this team, because like I said, there's a few guys on this football team that I really do like, and I want to see them be successful along with the team be successful.
Yeah. And like you said, guys you like, and shouts out to Grady. Grady
Yes, oh my
Falcon, and
God,
I really hate that for him, and
yeah,
wish you a speedy recovery.
yeah. I reached out to him. He's in good spirits, but
That's awesome.
it's hard though. It's hard though for something you love to do and then you can't play it the rest of the
Mhm.
year.
And he's a
And
dog. We
yeah.
need that leadership.
Hey, come on, man. You just said a word that I've been saying for for years. Dude, we need some more
I
dogs.
think Heineke might be a dog though, as a
Yeah,
QB. I feel like he
yeah. But
has that in
when,
him. So
when the last time we seen an offensive lineman get a personal foul penalty by pushing somebody from hitting the quarterback or standing over a player or something like that? When have we ever seen a little ruckus between our two teams? The teams
yeah,
that we're playing. I haven't seen that in a while. That when that happened, I remember Chuck Smith. I think he used to do it on purpose just to get us going, because and everybody rile up and say, "Let's go." So
yeah,
now we getting out there. OJ Santiago was like that. Bob Whitfield was like that, and when we played with Ironhead Hayward, he was like that, and it was like one of those things that what you want to do today,
yeah.
how you want to play this today, and we got too many nice guys. Come on, man.
Yeah,
Stop being so nice. After the game, put your arm around them, trade jerseys, whatsoever, do all those things, take pictures, pray together after the game. But during that game, dog eat dog, man.
yeah.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
I
Yeah.
agree wholeheartedly. What you
Yeah.
got for us to end the show today?
Here's one thing. You out there that have kids whatsoever, pray for your children. I don't care how old they are. Pray for your children, because your children, they are under attack. No matter where they are, there are people out there that don't want them to succeed. And you got to continue to pray. Just because they're grown, that don't mean you stop praying for them. They need us. They need us. They need us. They need to know that we are praying fervently every single day for them. And when they come in our presence, hug on you. I don't care if you're a man and your son walks in that and he's 20, 30, 40 years old. You put your arms around him and kiss him on his forehead or on his cheek and let him know that I love you. Because that's what your heavenly father gonna do when you finally get to him. He's gonna put his arms around you and says, daughter, son, well done, and kiss you on your cheek. If your heavenly Father can do that, earthly fathers can do that to their children also. They just want to know we're there. They may not be all the way right, they may not whatsoever, but we're family.
Right.
We're that last hope when everybody runs out on them, walk out on them, whatsoever. They come home. And when they come home, they know, they take a deep breath and says, I'm home, and I feel love, and I feel the presence of the Holy Spirit here because my parents, and they pray for me, and they pray for each other. Let's do that. Let's do that. And if you don't have kids, let's just pray for each other.
Right.
I pray for William. William, pray for me. You that watching, I don't know you, but I'm telling you, y'all don't know this. Before I get on this thing, before I start messing with my computer, I pray about the things that I'm about to say, and I pray for those that will watch it. I pray for you because the thing is that we don't know each other. We don't even know each other face to face, but we know each other by social media whatsoever, this and that, and contact in that way whatsoever. But we got to love each other and pray for each other. I mean, just for peace of mind, even just for a peace of mind and for prosperity and for health. And man, y'all don't understand the power, but I do. I do. I've seen God do amazing things in my life. So I'm going to continue to pray. And I'm going to continue to pray for my children because I've seen what he's done. When I thought there was no way, he made a way. He made a way. So that's what I have.
Amen. Appreciate that as always, T. Falcons, I don't know what else to tell you. Just win, 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 win.
Yeah, win. And I know I got a little hot today, but it's just frustrating. It's just frustrating. It's so funny if you had a conversation, because I was with OJ at one of our Monday night football things, and OJ was telling people that were sitting around here, he said, that dude right there in the locker room, he didn't say much, but when he did, you knew he was upset. You knew he was upset, and he wanted to let you know. But he would go out to that practice and would pass out before he would quit. On game day, he would lose a leg before he would come off the field. That's the kind of dogs we want on this football team.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's kind of what we want. That's what I'm talking about. All right.
Everybody have a great evening.